Hello, I'm Greta Tito Gito Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, so that others will also be equipped about their potential. And if you are new, don't forget to click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive wisdom for living. We are now on day 286. The enemies of comparison and opposition. Sa alam ko na bawat isa sa atin, ayaw natin yung kino-compare tayo, di ba? Ayaw natin yun yung ayaw natin. Isa sa pinaka-ayaw natin na bagay, na compare ka sa ibang tao. And that's true because each one of us are unique. We are created in a unique, to become unique, and we are designed by our Creator uniquely. We are rare. Wala kang kapariho. You are peculiar. So, okay. So, yan sa sinasabi sa ating text, day 286, the enemies of comparison and opposition. Ang text natin na makikita sa 2 Corinthians 3:10-11. For what was glorious has no glory now in comparison with the surpassing glory. And if what was fading away came with glory, how much greater is the glory of what which lasts. So, wag mo talaga i-compare. Kasi hindi maganda. And so we have been studying the enemies of potential. The next two enemies we face are comparison and opposition. So yan yung ating pag-aaralan. 12. Comparison. First, comparison yung ating aralin. Many parents struggle with the temptation to compare their children's strengths and weaknesses with the skills and temperaments of other children. This tendency to compare can be lethal to potential because it may produce either discouragement or false pride. So, iwasan talaga yung i-compare mo yung sarili mo or yung mga parents na kino-compare yung mga anak or kino-compare mo sarili mo sa iba. Kasi ang sabi ay maging lethal, ikakamatay ng potential mo yan pag i-compare mo yung sarili mo sa iba kasi nilikha ka na unique, peculiar, wala kang kapariho. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and God is a God of variety. So it means, iba ka sa ibang tao. Iba ka sa kapatid mo, iba ka sa kaibigan mo, iba ka sa classmate mo, iba ka sa ibang tao. But many parents, hindi lang sila aware. Struggle with this temptation na kino-compare nila yung, buti pa yung kapatid mo, buti pa si ate mo, buti pa si kuya mo, madaling turuan, ikaw hindi, buti pa si kuya mo, mahabang pasensya. So mga ganon. So, ito ay nakakamatay ng potential, sabi rito. At nagko-cause ng discouragement pag unfavorable yung pag-compare sa'yo. Pagka maayos na pag-compare, mas malamang ka, mas maayos ka, mas malamang ka sa kanya, mas mataas ka sa kanya, mas magaling ka sa kanya, mas maganda ka sa kanya, mas matalino ka sa kanya. So, false pride ang ma-develop sa atin. So, don't ever take pride of what you possess because that has something to do with the potential God has given you or the purpose God has given you. Kaya, kailangan mag-ingat tayo or mga parents, both prevent us from becoming all we can be. Discouragement keeps us from trying new things because we lack the confidence that we can succeed. False pride short-circuits our potential by giving us the illusion that we have arrived. So, ibig sabihin, dahil mas magaling ka sa kanya, magaling ka na. Dahil mas matalino ka sa kanya, matalino ka na. Hindi mo alam, baka sa klase nyo, ikaw lang yung pinakamatalino kasi karamihan naman, kung titignan natin, sabi nila average. Pero ikaw lang pala yun doon yung, kumbaga ay kapareho mo din sila, kaya lang, nagkataon lang. So don't ever compare yourself to others because it will kill your potential. Hindi mo siya ma-release ang potential na mayroon ka. So sa parents, warning din ito. Or sa sarili mo, wag mong i-compare sa iba. Wag mong sasabihin na sana all. Yun. Bakit? Kasi hindi mo pwedeng i-compare yung skills na mayroon ka, yung galing na mayroon ka. So whenever you compare your skills and abilities with others, either favorably or unfavorably, you forfeit the opportunity to become your potential because you try to make equal but different people the same. So, dahil ginagawa mo sarili mo kapareho ng iba. So, wag mong i-compare, sabi natin. Kapag i-compare, sabi niya rito, yung skill mo, yung abilities mo sa iba, either favorably or unfavorably, ibig sabihin ay either na mas pabor sa'yo, hindi pabor sa'yo, ma-forfeit, masasayang yung opportunity mo na mai-release ang iyong potential to become what you want to be because you are comparing yourself to others. So, napakahalaga. Tandaan natin, wag mo talaga i-compare yung sarili mo dahil ikaw ay iba sa kanila, unique. Unique ka na nilikha ni God. Bawat isa sa atin ay walang kapareho. Kahit yung mga kambal ay may pagkakaiba pa din. Kahit anong gawin mo ay walang talagang completely the same because we are all different and unique. Dahil unique din yung ating assignment na gagawin. So, ito yon. Tignan mo. God created you with specific blend of personality, skills, and abilities to fulfill your purpose. To maximize your life, you must understand that you are unique, original, and irreplaceable. There is no comparison. So, nilikha ka ni God, unique pati with the specific, sabi, with the specific personality, specific skills, and abilities. Kasi kailangan mo yan para matupad mo ang iyong potential, ay ang iyong purpose, layunin. So, ang personality mo, skills mo, abilities mo, potential mo na binigay niya sa'yo, ay magagamit mo yan, binigay niya yan dahil related yan sa pagtupad ng iyong layunin sa buhay. So, para ma-maximize mo ang iyong buhay at maintindihan mo na ikaw ay unique, dapat maintindihan mo na ikaw ay unique, walang kapareho, original, yan. And irreplaceable. Walang substitute. Walang pwedeng gumawa sa dapat mong gawin. Walang pwedeng gagawa. Okay, ng kagaya mo. Ikaw lang at ikaw lang. Kasi unique ka nga, wala kang kapareho. Specifically, dinisinyo ka sa ganyang assignment. So, wala namang magkaparehong assignment dahil magkakaiba tayo ng assignment. So, therefore, unique ang mga talent na meron tayo. So, tandaan mo yun. That you are irreplaceable, that you have unique personality, that you are original. Yan. So, ang pangsunod, besides from comparison is opposition. To. Opposition. Satan has a way of snuffing out our great dreams by causing us to compromise. Most often, this occurs because we give in to opposition. If we can stop, he'll push us to make a deal that is not God's deal. So, yung opposition na tinatawag, yung kukontra sa'yo, natural lang yan na may kukontra sa'yo. Para to snuff your dream, sabi niya rito si Satan, may sarili siyang paraan para snap ang iyong dream, nakawin ang iyong dream, para mag-compromise ka at hindi mo na magawa ang iyong dream, ma-fulfill ang iyong dream. So, gagawa at gagawa siya ng paraan. So, pag hindi ka niya mapigilan, he'll push you to make a deal that is not God's deal. So, yun yung opposition dahil hindi naman na kay God. So, kaya napakahalaga na maingat tayo. Natin hayaan ng opposition na magadlang sa'yo para hindi mo mailabas ang iyong potential. So, be careful, be watchful. So then we have a hope of attaining our goal because we are trying to accomplish our God-given vision with human values and specifications. Opposition is natural to life and necessary for flight. If everyone agrees with your dream, it's probably a nightmare. So natural lang na may mag-oppose sa dream mo. Natural lang na may mag-oppose sa iyong gustong gawin or sa potential na mayroon ka ay tatawanan ka. So it's natural para kasi sabi niya it's a nightmare kapag lahat nag-a-agree. So it's probably a nightmare. So may mga specification, sabi niya rito, vision with human values and specification, opposition is natural to life. So tandaan mo, natural yung may kukontra sa'yo, wag mo silang awayin, just forgive them. It proves that your dream are true. Satan is not happy. Yun yung tandaan mo. Kasi gagawa at gagawa siya ng paraan at wag ka rin mag-compromise. Ano yun? You compromise just to fulfill your dreams. Kagaya ni Nehemiah, hindi siya nag-compromise kay Sanballat at Tobiah. Pero later on, yung mga, nung umalis si Nehemiah, yung mga Israelites, ay pinapasok na nila si Tobiah at saka si Sanballat na laging pumupunta sa kanila. Later on, wala na si Nehemiah, ay nandun na sa temple na kung saan kumakalaban sa kanila dati. So be careful with the people whom you trust. At hindi ka dapat mag-compromise kasi pag ginawa mo, fulfill mo ang vision mo according to human values and specifications, then you will be in trouble. Ibig sabihin ay pwede kang mailagay sa alanganin or danger. To fulfill your vision in life, you usually have to swim upstream against the tide of popular opinion. Opposition is proof that you're swimming, not floating. So, hindi ka lang sumasabay sa agos. It means, pagka lumalangoy ka, either na lumalangoy ka kasi you go against the current eh. So, it means you go against the majority sometimes. And not the, hindi ka sumasangay. Kasi sabi niya, pagka nag-float ka lang, syempre, di ba, sumasabay ka lang sa alon. So, it means you are just floating. So, it means if you are swimming, you are going against the current. Kasi you are exerting effort. So, yun din. Yung bawat isa sa atin ay huwag ka lang sumasabay sa agos. To fulfill your vision in life, you have to swim. Ibig sabihin, opposition on opinion of the oppositions are natural that you will encounter it. So, is a proof that you are swimming kung may opposition. Hindi ka nag-float, hindi ka lang sumasabay, hindi ka lang sumusunod, hindi ka lang nauutusan, hindi ka nakukontrol. But you are persistently doing and fulfilling the vision God has given you, and you don't compromise, you don't just float and go with the flow, kundi tinutupad mo, ginagawa mo, kung ano yung vision ni God sa buhay mo. So, opposition are natural, so don't allow it to hinder you not to release your potential. So, do not compromise your vision para lang ito ay matupad. Kaya, kailangan ay maging maingat. Compromised vision always kills potential because a vision that is attempted outside God's guidelines cannot reveal His power. Take your dream and be willing to die for it. This is a requirement for maximizing potential. To maximize your life, you must accept and understand the nature and value of opposition. So, tandaan natin, ang opposition ay natural part at kapag lumalangoy ka ay laging mayroong yung current, you go against the current. Pero huwag kang mag-compromise. Sige na lang, tulungan mo ako kahit alam mo na hindi tama yung paraan na yon para lang matupad ang iyong vision. Sige. So, don't be just like those people. They have a good intention but they have a wrong way. Maling method, maling pamamaraan. For example, those people standing against the government, you go against the government dahil may mali kang ginawa. So, okay naman na may nakita ka at mayroon kang gagawin. So, dapat yung gagawin mo ay hindi labag sa gusto ni God. So, may nakita kang mali sa government o may nakita kang mali sa ibang tao, yung pamaraan mo dapat ay hindi mo i-chismis, yung pamaraan mo dapat ay hindi magmarcha sa kalsada na nagsasalita ng mga iba-ibang hindi maganda. So, as a Christian, as a believer, anong dapat na pamaraan? So, dapat hindi mo i-compromise. Just like me, my vision is to see the Philippines. Yun yung lagi kong paulit-ulit. Alam nyo na. Now, anong mangyayari? Gusto natin yung it's more fun to live in the Philippines because there's no corruption. So, paano gagawin natin para magawa yun? So, there's a good way that is through teaching tomorrow by touching tomorrow by teaching. Pwede mong mabagong susunod na henerasyon through teaching. At itong ginagawa ko, it's one way. So, if you are listening right now and you follow this video, this channel, please don't forget to share to others the videos and encourage them to subscribe kasi ito yung way ko para ito yung way na pinakita ni God sa akin, strategy that I can do my part to help our countrymen na makita din nila yung direksyon nila sa buhay at maging maayos yung susunod na henerasyon. Magbubulag-bulagan ka lang ba sa mga nakikita mo na matinding-patindi ng patindi, palala ng palala? Magbubulagan ka lang ba? Or you make a difference? You will decide yourself to make a difference. For me, I decided to die for this vision because I don't want the next generation will suffer. Kaya, yun yung aking vision. So, pero yung pamamaraan ko, hindi pamamaraan ng kagaya ng, against sa sinasabi ng Manual of Life, but that is according to the principle in the Manual of Life. So, I will not compromise. So, mayroon akong tanong sa bawat isa sa atin na yun na nakita mo na yung dream mo o hindi pa man nakita, you discover it. Pag Alam mo na kung ano yung dream mo, ano yung nakita mo, ano yung gusto mo mangyari na makakatulong sa ibang tao that will lead to the next generation. Itong tanong, have you come to a point in your life that you are willing to die for that dream? So are you willing to die for your dream? Are you willing to die for that purpose? Are you willing to die for your advocacy? Are you willing to die for that vision? So it's up to you. So if you have the answer, if you say yes, just answer, just leave a comment below. If you say no, just leave a comment below and share to us your dreams so that we can pray for you and makakita ka ng kakampi mo at mag-inspire sa you. So thanks for watching. God bless.